Hey, what's going on? This is Deciding to 139. So I know I've talked about it a lot, and I know that I've expressed it in other videos specifically on the difference between greatness and garbage, and kind of why I have no expectations of individuals, whether it's employees or leadership or your coworkers or citizens, politicians, whatever it may be. And why why I don't have expectations out of those individuals that are in a leadership position or someone that's in charge to down to the lowest individual within your organization, and why I don't have expectations out of them, or I wouldn't if I was in that organization, or why I don't in the organization that I'm in specifically. And I think it's because it's shown time after time after time that if you have expectations out of individuals, you will be completely and utterly just at a loss for words when they disappoint. And when they disappoint because they can't perform to the level that they should, they can't make the decisions that they are meant to at a level that they're at, to just accomplishing the most simplest things that you might think is simple to them is just, I don't know, it's outside of the box. And with this, I continue to remind myself, and these things that happen throughout my life continue to remind myself why I believe that's the right strategy overall. Because when you have these expectations and then you're let down, you're like, wow, crap. Compared to you have these expectations, or you don't have these expectations, and when something happens, you're like, okay, and you keep moving forward. And I think that I think it's the best policy to go by overall. There are some great individuals in the world. There are some horrible individuals in this world. There are individuals that you're going to go ahead and think are new. Maybe a fresh set of eyes to look at whatever's going on, and then when they open their mouth or they make a decision, you're like, nope, never mind. Same exact thing as what it was yesterday. And I get a good mix of that on a day-to-day basis. And I know a lot of other individuals get a good mix of that on a day-to-day basis, no matter what organization, what they're doing. When they have bosses that come in and out and a quick turnover. When you have employees that show up and they begin to work, and you're like, oh, this individual's got potential, and then they quit or they get fired, or because they suck, or whatever it may be. But when you have this no expectation philosophy, this no expectation mindset, it helps in the fact that when something like comes up and you're like, there's no way that could happen. Instead of being like, no, there's no way it could happen, we're like, yep, I saw that. I knew it could happen. I not only knew it could happen, but I live in the world of reality, and I believe that it could happen, and bam, there it did. It happened again, whatever. And you move on. Because when you allow these things, or you allow these individuals to affect you, and you allow this stuff to kind of take you back, it doesn't do you any good. It doesn't do you any good to be like, damn, I'm really disappointed in your decision making. I'm really disappointed in what you did overall. It doesn't do us any good. It really doesn't do us any good, and it's not going to get you any closer to being successful. Their decisions are going to be their decisions, and at the end of the day, you know what you're doing. You know what you're accomplishing. You know what other individuals around you are doing. You're able to see all these different things and look at it, and from your standpoint, make the decisions. And the only thing you can do ever, I really honestly believe, the only thing you can do is just advise people on the right way to do things, or a better way, or a different way, because you're not always right. I'm not always right, and I know that. But you can do those things, and if they don't listen, or they don't take advice, and they are just their own individual, and sometimes it sucks because some of those individuals are in positions of authority, then it is what it is. Oh, freaking well, because guess what? They will come and they will go, all right? Right? Everything, no matter what, eventually the CEO of Fortune 500 companies are not going to be the CEOs forever. The only person that's ever going to take over and be in charge forever is like the Queen of England, because she does that, and she's in charge, and it'll be a sad day when she departs, but that'll be the only time that she gives up the reins. In most organizations, in most companies, in most whatever, guess what? People come and people go. So don't ever be affected by those individuals. Don't ever be affected by the people that are around you. No, it's a little bit of a rant, but hey, appreciate you. I appreciate you because this makes me feel better about life. You make me feel better about life. Knowing what I'm trying to do makes me feel better at life. And for everyone out there that doesn't want to watch and doesn't care or doesn't get what I'm trying to say, I don't care. I appreciate you anyways, whether you watch it for 10 seconds or you watch it for the full 5 minutes. Thanks. Till my next video, thanks for watching Decide and Do with JW.